streaming again. I have my entire setup properly. Let me just. Hey. I have my entire setup. All right. So, yeah, I think most of the things that. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I can finally start streaming. This is for exchange. All right. There's going to be a lot of background noise because I'm in my guest room. Not in my guest room, but my room is close to the guest place. So that's that. But mainly, what do we need to do today? Uh, Before that, I'll just quickly go through what I was doing yesterday. I was trying to build the front end of Trelium. Again, this is a platform that assists small businesses and it basically is aiming to make such agents that can perform mundane tasks and just do it on behalf of the developer, right? We don't want to get too lost into how they do things because I'm going to explain the entire architecture of what I think that they are doing. Discussed it with Saksham also, and I think it's going to be pretty all right. We are not going to make the entire backend, but we are going to make the subset, which is definitely the email thing, right? We are going to make this now. Today, for the very first time, I'm going to use the Python stack as my backend, and we'll have to figure out how to do all the things. Um, the front end is again Next.js. That's just going to be Next.js as it is. Uh, Not a lot of front end related work, which I like, which is pretty repetitive, and we were able to do a part of it yesterday. I'll try to finish it later on, but I thought that making the product, completing the product, was a much better goal than just, you know, making the front end only. So I was trying to complete it ASAP. Let's see how much we are going to build today. Before that, what I'm thinking right now. So for the backend, this is going to be our server, or not server, but client, which is going to hit our backend. Oh, okay. Yeah, which is going to hit our backend. Which is going to use. Alright, we're gonna use multiple things now. One thing it's gonna use is the OAuth. See, it's going to be in 4 parts, right? We need a DB. We need a DB. Let me make 4 circles because I know for a fact that we do need to have 4 things. So, first thing would be DB. Obviously, we need a DB to store all the users' data. Another thing would be OAuth to get the Gmail API, because like we'll get to know how to build this particular feature. For that, we will need Gmail API, Google's OAuth system. So that's that. Aside from that, we will be needing OAuth, Yeah, lang graph basically to make the agents. Lang graph, I'll just agents. And lastly, it would be, I think that would summarize most of it, but let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure right now. We will also add a JWT type of authentication because, like, I think that is the very basic of everything. So, I think what can. What, hmm, and it will be uh, JWT auth. So, yeah. Now, what we are going to do is in this. Let me just. Hmm, now I'll explain backend over here again. So, what do we need to do? We need to first of all get the prompt, give it to the lang graph agent, which will have access to tools like Gmail API so that it can do Gmail API things, uh, calendar API, meets API, and so on. But for now, our focus will be Gmail API because we need to make again this particular feature, right? Now, to get these, to is there a way to underline it? All right. To get these, we need to use uh, auth, Google's auth, and this is the architecture. Basically, this is how we're gonna store, and then like further we can store the response from NDB. So yeah, nothing more than this. This is the main thing. Yeah, this summarizes most of it. So pretty simple, but writing it down in Python would be a little tricky, but I think we can get around it. For DB again, we are going to use uh, maybe I'll just write this like this, SQL alchemy. Yeah, now it seems fine, right? All right. So taking a screenshot of this, not this, but yeah. One last thing that I forgot to mention is response with prompt. Uh, that is something else, but and then we can just render it on the front end. So basic backend. Now I'm taking and this particular thing so seriously is because obviously I'm not Harkirat, so I'll have to make sure that whatever I'm trying to do it's mostly correct. Let's see. This is the my desktops. All right, so okay, this will stay over here. This is trelium. Instead of a booker demo button, we're gonna use a login button to actually log in. But let's start writing the backend. I have made a folder, but nothing else. Let's just do UV in it. We have initialized the UV, which is the package manager. Just remove everything. We're gonna use multiple things, so I'm gonna add it. We're gonna use fast APIs. Fast API. I hope the case does not matter. We add fast API. We add UVCon, which we need to run the asynchronous task and keep our terminal live. So UVCon, UV add SQL alchemy for the DB stuff, and I think these are the first few things that we need, which I've added. Alright, so what's next, right? Let me think. So the first thing that I'm going to do is like make a sign up and sign in router. I think that is going to be the most important thing. For that also I'll need one more thing, which is I think PyJWT. PyJWT, I hope it is correct. We'll see that later, but yeah, let's start writing some code. So like from fast API import fast API, we need this only right now. App is equals to fast API, yes, and @app dot post. I don't need any get right now. I just need to make a sign up. All right. Async. Oh, yes, sign up, which is going to return this and this. Okay, all right. Yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. I'm not like I'm a little unfamiliar with entirety of Python, so I'm gonna use a little bit of AI today, which is what I was trying to avoid by using minimum AI. But like, yeah, I think, or maybe I can write the. Let's just continue. This is pretty simple though. Basically define these endpoints, which is sign up and sign in. Now what we need to do is okay. Yeah, so this request is going to have something in it, which is going to be sign up schema. Yep. Class sign up schema base model, which is going to come from pydantic import base model. Now do I this is something that I wanted to ask. Do I need to add pydantic? We need to add bindings for building APIs. Like, I think I need to. Where does Pydantic solve? I think I'll add it because I know I need to add few more things. This is Pydantic. Alright, so base model is going to be in here. Now I'm gonna take few things, right? String, password, username. Uh, yeah, this is the sign up. Not even this, to be honest, just the email and the password. Return rec dot email. Uh, class response sign up schema. Yes. Well, well, let's just wait for now. I'll make a migrations folder in which I'll add init.sql. Alright, my mother came, so that was a little user thing, ID, unique, no primary key, username, no email. What do I need email? Email var 255, but it should be unique. Yes, password var. User will have a username as well. OAuth provider, not needed right now. This is our basic user thingy. Now over here, do I have to initialize the database so that I can execute query on it? Let's do one thing. We'll make a database .py from SQL. Create engine equals to create underscore engine. Now I need to make a database, so let's go to NeonDB. So we are going to get a database from NeonDB. Let's use Google. My other project might be running on that as well, but we'll see. I'll use my other account if that's going to be the case. You know which chat is running, so can I add new project? Uh, no, Liam. I think this is the closest to us, right? This is not close at all. Alright, enable Neon. I can also make an instance in Docker, but for now, let's just use this. Is a manage authentication service? No, not needed. Creating connection string. Good. Show password. Copy snippet. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that's set. Do I need to export engine? Well, for some reason I feel like it will directly get exported, but that does not make sense. Let's see. Engine dot con is equals to engine dot connect it was with something with square as if is con executor dot read con dot commit. I think this is it, right, for committing this particular thing. Then let's come back here. Email is equals to rec dot email, password equals to rec dot password. Now I need to if email if so like what do we do in sign up, right? If email already exists in the user table, user already exists, we have to do this, but what is a better way to do this? I remember like I like saw using try catch con dot execute insert into user value email. I'll just write it. Insert into user email comma password where no values email comma password comma email is email, password is password, values email. Alright, con dot execute con dot commit return message return JSON response message sign up successful. Integrity error written email already exists, so this is going to be the sign up endpoint. Great. All right, then comes the sign in endpoint. list is going to have the same schema as, but I still want to write email, password good, sign in schema. This is going to be a little fun. Now let me do one thing. I'll open both of my text editor. Or wait, can I buy any way of form? No, that's not for now. Okay, I'll close this. I'll try to write it down in VSC. Yes, I'm sure I want to quit. VSC. Alright, this seems a little. Okay. Okay, I have few errors over here. Engine is not defined. Yeah, export engine. Export is not defined. From import engine. Can I write it like this? Database import engine. Alright. Import database. Alright. Although this is correct. JSON response. What is this? Randomized line. JSON response. Alright, I'll just keep it like this for now. Sign in schema. Email. It is going to be the same. Did I? Yeah, I did install PyJWT. Now on.execute select user from select star from user where email where looking at this particular line. I'm not good at writing SQL queries. User equals to if user jwt dot from import jwt j const, oh no, not const, token equals to jwt dot on code. Now we are going to make a new file .env which is going to have a secret jwt underscore secret is going to be a secret. Alright, it will also have a config.py which will have from class settings base what was from identic, I did not add it, uv add identic settings identic settings base settings, yes from pydantic pydantic settings import base settings will be used here, const settings jwt secret string. Alright, string not needed. And then last data is going to be setting is equals to. Alright, and I'm gonna import settings now, right? From config import setting. Is it setting or settings? I think it should be settings. So jwt.encode email, no, I think it's something so email settings dot man some payload. How come I have? Alright, let's go. Some sub email. Alright, settings dot jwt secret, and lastly is going to be algorithm something, I don't remember the algorithm name. This is pydantic jwt. Oh, this is hs256. high school 256, which is what I almost wrote as well. Now this is something that we are going to send in return message sign in successful token. Alright, seems fine. If not, return if user, else return message. Email not exist. Now I'll just re-verify it with GPT, my good old friend GPT. Is this correct? No, this isn't correct. Problem in your code. With it should be open. Where should it be open? Here it should be open. Con.execute OSQL must use text. Should use text. Which is text import किससे होता है? From text कहाँ से import होता है? Engine SQL alchemy import text. All right. Seems fine. Global connection very bad. One shared connection for all requests, break under confidential, unsafe in real apps. I'll look into it later. SQL syntax error where email equals to I don't need passwords, right? Yes, I need to hash passwords. bcrypt Python hashing passwords. Pip install bcrypt uv add bcrypt. Alright, bcrypt has been added. Can't you just hash it directly, man? What the hell? this is what I need to hash. Uh, Now how will I sign in? Because password is hashed. If password is hashed, then the password that I'm getting will be correct. This is a little complicated because I know how to do it and Prisma is so much easier, man. But this is so weird. Con.execute. If I'm executing this, select star from user where email is equals to email and password equals to password. Password will never. Then I have to remove this. And I have to remove this. Uh, I got the user. If uh, hashed equals to user dot, this is correct. I'm assuming if baker project, then run this. Now is this correct? I'm pretty sure I've not done the hashing properly, but still. Yes, correct syntax. Global connection very bad. I'm ignoring this one now. Con.execute f.read. You must use text. Oh yeah. I'll have to use text here as well. Bcrypt usage must be bytes. Hashed. Bcrypt hash. Shut up. Wrong executing system. Params go and execute text. So text goes where, man? Does the text go out of this? Like is this how it should be like? No, it should definitely not like this. Okay, correct version with engine not connect with open text f dot read. No, so it is correct. For some reason, it's saying it's wrong. Sign up schema. Sign up schema. Engine.connect. Oh, it's saying it's talking about this particular thing. ASIC. This should be request. Insert into users. I've written the same thing. Request.power foot. I think this is correct. Let's run it now. Well, for this it's saying that it should be in a DB. It should not be global. Alright, I'll look into it. So this is a basic sign up and sign in page that I've made so far. To be honest, I think that's it. I have a JWT verification going on. It's a very simple setup. The DB has been set up. So I think the first part, how long has it been? For 50 minutes, about an hour. So let's just quickly check. Well, I do need to define init underscore db. Alright. Alert. Hmm. 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 Do I need to call it or it will automatically call? I need to do this every place. Hmm. 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 Let's see. UV. I'll have to do a lot of things. UV run, UV name up. Okay. My head is aching for some reason. What is this? Some crazy shit going on. Uh, they should run like this only. I don't need to do a lot of things. Maybe SQL, alchemy, documentation, fast API, run. Come on, is something that I need. I'll only invest 10 more minutes on this. I won't go beyond that because then it would be too late for me to write the rest of the code, which I don't even know how to write. So, uh, what is this error? 22 May 2026. No model name Psycop. You wrote engine needs a driver. Driver is. I need to run this. UV add. And it is used by. Oh. We do use PG in Prisma as well. I forgot about it. Okay, still some error. There is some. Pydantic core validation error input blah blah blah. If someone is watching this video and they can let me know a good way of getting better at writing backend related code in Python, do suggest me those videos, man, because I was not able to find any. Now I'm getting a new error. What about this error? It seems like config import settings. It has to do something with the config.py, I guess. My JWT secret might be empty according to it, I guess. This is actually a good sign. Your conversation is working correctly and catching a missing value. Validation area field required. Your Python settings class expects JWT but is not provided anywhere. It is provided. Okay, so what I was saying was absolutely correct. This is the error that we are facing right now. Create a .env file in a backend folder JWT secret. Maybe it's because I'm passing it like this. It's not that. JWT underscore secret. Update your config if not already from Python setting day. I have to this line also. Class con I did not add this. So I need this to let Python read my JWT. Fingers crossed, and everything is working fine. Alright, so learnings. What are the learnings? First of all, we always wrap text. We always wrap any of our SQL command into texts. Second learning, I need to learn DB stuff more properly. Uh, there is way to assign. So every time I write colon anything, I'll have to specify what do I mean by that, and it is very nice because I can directly import it, which is amazing. Select star from user where email is this. All right. I have my JWT secret going on. I have my sign up going on. Amazing. I think this looks solid. Learnings again. Wrap your define your init underscore db. Like always, don't make your connection global for some reason. Always define your connection. Uh, Learning number one. What are the other learnings? Execute text, insert into user, email, password values, email, password, email, password. This is, I think most like always be crypt, always hash your passwords, which was pretty simple to do. I just needed a little bit of help. The other thing was class config env file equals to .env. This is something that I need to remember. All right, we are 1 hour in, and I think we have completed it. I think it's about time when we can actually start testing. My God, I don't want to open your postman. I knew this would happen. Quit. It won't quit. Quit. Silly laptop. Force quit or shit, man. Alright, so my postman, as you saw, is not working. So, what can I do for hitting this? I think the correct answer is yes, use postman 2. I have postman 2 as well. I don't know why, but I do have that, and it works. So, that is a good thing. This is running on port 8000. I'll need to remember that. I'll get a JWT token. I need to remember that as well. Alrighty. Sign up. Body. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Adi Rawat. And let's keep the password same. Send. Something died. Convert to pi bytes. Argument password string object cannot be converted to pi bytes. So what GPT was saying was correct, I guess. Pi bytes, pi bytes, pi bytes, pi bytes, pi bytes, pi byte. You cannot directly do it. Okay. I think this must be. Oh man. Let's look into this one, which was giving me bytes, which had okay. Password dot encode this, so I need to write this instead. Alright, it has reloaded. Let's hit it again and it will work. Our email already exists. Crazy. This email exists. Email already exists, so I have some syntax error. This is failing. It's going to accept. Try. This should be catch right, but alright. This is so weird. Let's see one more time. Tables. Do I have any table? 0 tables. Beautiful. How to run SQL alchemy and there should be a command to run the SQL alchemy. Wait, I'll just look into this. CLI to run SQL alchemy to update data in DB. Alembic. I think this is where I should hop to cursor instead of this. If I want it to be a little more clearer in this. My DB is empty. me the best way to run these SQL alchemy migrations and then execute these commands as my neon is empty. I must be doing something off, but like let's see. If I am not able to make it properly today, I'll definitely try it again tomorrow to write it from scratch without using AI. In that way, I'll revise it as well. But yeah, for now, this is how I'm trying to make it work out. My cursor is dying. Your init.ls syntax error. What is the syntax error in here? In this is what I thought as well. Option fix this security risk. Data.base.py. All right, brother. There's so many mosquitoes in my room. I'm highest in the room. Database.url, which is going to be now settings dot in which I need to import settings from config import settings. Yeah, makes sense. Everything makes sense right now. I just need to find. Alright, and then initdb is not working. Main.py initdb, it will run first, and these commands will run. Professional setup, this is industry standard. This is a much better for long-term maintenance. Install and set a migration structure. Auto-generate migrations from model. Apply migrations to your NeonDB. I'll use Alembic later on. I need to study it a bit more, but like for now, fix the SQL syntax error. What is the SQL syntax error in here, man? Oh, not int. Varchar. Yeah, now I think it makes sense. Alright. Huh. Beautiful. What happened? File with init.sql. अच्छा जी. Do I need to put a relative path over there or what? If that's the case, then हाँ जी. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure, sure. Is something wrong or what? I don't know what the file path should be. I tried both the file path. So I have tried this. Man, I don't want it to be serial. I will store UUID in this. There should be a varchar. Yeah, now it will work. It will wait. I'll keep this. Undo. So it was this particular error. What if I do this now? Still an error. Why? What is different from unique? Not null. Is it because this is not create table? If not, exists user ID varchar serial primary key email varchar not null. Let me try this now. And then what if I do this? Can I? What is going on? What is particularly wrong in my code? I don't get it. This is beyond my comprehension at this point. Why is this happening? What is wrong with this one? Missing data type for ID. I know that. Trailing comma. Line 5 has. What do you use? But there is no comma which causes syntax error. Okay. This is given. Alright. Now I get it. So it was all caused by one single comma, huh? Postman to sign up. I might go crazy today, man. What is going on? Now this is going successful. This is not going over here. Should I try another email? Adi. This two already exists. I think this should. How do we write this? I think something like this. You know what? To be honest, rather than this, I'll do this, and I'll go to main.py and I'll just do this, because I know this is happening because of this particular reason, I guess. Now Let me see what happens over here. I need to figure this out now. What is this error? Hmm. The weird part is I'm streaming this too. Like, imagine the audacity of me streaming this. Man. This is not helping me out. I want to figure out how to write this particular part of it. Undo. I'll rather just keep it as it was, and in the main.py I'll just go to user. In this, tell me how can I actually have user, because the reason is table name is not matching, is my opinion on why it is failing. This is the SQL. Now quickly, I need to do this quickly. It's been a while. This is also not working though. The problem is that this is not working. I don't want to be fixated on the problem like this, man. This too is alright, so maybe this will help. What a weird thing. What the? My goodness, I'll kill myself. I'm not even kidding, I'll just kill myself. What is this, man? What is this? Wait, can I fix this? I'm so not used to writing code in Python, man, and it's showing so evidently. This is such a small code, but it's not working. please just run. What am I doing wrong? Now it will cry. I'll take a break soon. This is ridiculous. Such a small bug, but it's taking so much time. Really, is this going to be the case? The same thing. I think it has something to do with the deep, like table name. This is my understanding. See, this I'll I think I'll do it tomorrow because this does not make any sense to me at this point. It's just annoying. So this is the error. User does not exist. I thought the same thing. This is the error, man. Take the error, fix it. Because I don't know how to fix it. I've been trying to fix it. No, wait. Maybe I just have to do user. Man. Then, okay, yeah, because the earlier error was because of the path. Now I just need to write user over here. What is it doing? Why are you changing this, man? It's not needed. Bro, did you change that file? Uh, Come on, man. You are better than this, GPT. You're better than this, come on. You're such a weird fellow, man. Alright, alright. Null value in column ID of relation users. Insert into ID is equals to UUID dot UUID 4. Shut the frick up. UV add UUID. Import UID. Alright, this is done. This is something that we need to insert over here. ID. What's the post down? Super fast. Alright, now it will work. Now, now it should work, but like, let's see. Sign up successful. Good job. Good job. I mean, and then sign in. Wait. Select from user email. Great. I'm so happy and I am about to cry. What was this particular error, man? This was this error. That's strange. The issue like we has returns bytes, but your database column expects a string. Let me fix it. And how did it do it? We have the encode UTF. It also had a decode UTF. Okay. Isn't bytes, but your varchar column expects to be added a dot decode before storing. Thank God. I'll keep in mind this thing happens. So finally, sign in and sign up endpoint completed. I'll take a break now. I need a breather. It took me so much time for things that I know. Imagine what is going to happen for the things that I don't know. I'm going to cry, man. But it's alright. So we are done with two parts, which were, let me see, executor. DB is done, JWT is done, agent and OAuth is remaining. So I'll do it in 5 minutes. I'll take a 5 minute breather, then we can jump right back into it. Alright. All right. So had a little break, food break. Uh, what I do, what I need to do next is, what do I need to do, man? Oh, think. All right. So sign up, sign in endpoint we've made. It's working properly. That's not the main goal. The main goal was actually to have in some way OAuth set up and then have a script in such a way that a agent can use it instead of us. So now we need to set up OAuth in this. At the rate app.get. For that, yeah. Uh, I'll kill my terminal for now. How do I go about it? Let me open something. Let me open a new chart. What does Gmail API in Google Cloud API on Cloud Console need to run? Does it need like what from the OAuth it need? Enables Gmail API does not work normally with service account, only works if you're using Google Workspace. Required OAuth scopes. So to call Gmail API we need to store somewhere access token, right? All right. So the flow will be like, so according to me right now the flow should be something like, I'll do the OAuth. As I do the OAuth, whenever the callback will happen, it will come back with the token, that is this token, access token, and it will come back with another thing which is not the refresh token, but it's a feature that we can use to get new tokens, right? Once we get the access token and the refresh token, we need to store it in our uh, I think in the user model I can store it. So after that, all right, after that, whenever I send a Gmail API, I'll send that access token with it. Now just to verify it, I'm gonna type it out over here and ask GPT whether I'm thinking the correct thing or not. Alright, so the flow will be like, I'll do the OAuth, and when the OAuth will be a success, it will produce call back that will. Oh my goodness. I just remembered one thing. I'll have to pass token as well in my parents. Most probably. But like we'll see that. I'll remove the OAuth entirely if that happens. For now, I just want to make this, execute this. Everything else comes later on. So, alright, it will produce a callback that will uh, give us the access token. Now, with the access token and the refresh token, I'll be able to use the Gmail API. Is that correct? Flow. Redirects user to Google Auth. User approves. You do not get access token directly here. Exchange code for tokens. Google. Server side. Small correction. Callback will not directly. It gives authorization code. Then you exchange it for tokens. Okay. Great. Make 2.0 in Python. I'll try for like what's the time right now? 20 to 48, right? I'll try till 11 o'clock. It max 11:10. If I'm not able to make it, then I'll let GPT do it or like Cursor do it from scratch in Python. So like for the Google part, Google console auth. I think I've already done most of it. Google API console. Select a project. Nobelium. Credentials was something that I was waiting upon. I think now is a good time to make it. Create the OAuth client. Application type. Web application. Web client 1. Add URI. I think the URI will be HTTPS. Oh no, not S. Localhost 8000 for use with request from a browser. Auth / Google. How is it? What is wrong with this? Alright. Redirect URIs. / Google callback. It would be something like this only, I guess. Let me create this. This is the credential copied. We'll store it here. This is the client secret. This is the client. This is the client ID. This is the client secret. Alright, okay. OAuth client has been created. Do I need to do anything else? Add or remove scope, add scopes. Google APIs.com/ scopes in Gmail API. Gmail API scope. So send email on your behalf. View your email. Edit. Just tell me GPT. Ah. Which is the best scope for my use case? I want view your email when you interact with the add-on, manage draft and send emails. I think this seems fine. This is the scope. Update. Save. Alright. So the second part is this. Is there anything else left? I don't think so, right? I have a client going on. To protect you and your users, Google only allows app using OAuth. I don't need this until the show. I don't think so I need this, but alright, this is December 7th, pretty recent. Alright, I don't want to know all of this. User client tab, send request with client ID secret in user ID. Send a consent model for user to authorize. Authorization code, exchange authorization code for tokens. Get access and refresh token. This is what I need to do. So core database modeling code, but OAuth client ID db.model authorization code. Do I actually need to do it? What? Access and refresh token. Entry point. App route. App.route Request arguments dot get client ID. Generating the authorization code. Code equals to secret dot token URL. Safe expire date time. Building your own OAuth 2.0 server makes sense when authentication is a core part of your product's architecture. It is. Token generation. This is going to be. If validated, we issue JWT based tokens. And this. No. Well, this guy has done it wonderfully. But the problem is, I don't use the same model. Well, why am I not using this instead? Because this seems much simpler. This is not even what to what. This is the basic sign in. That was what I was thinking as well, man. No, my goodness, it's getting laggy again. as I need to use it in the Gmail API. So for Google Auth, we need to do this. Wait a second, what is happening? Database added Google Access Token and Google Refresh Token columns. The alter table add column if non-exist line handles existing database without errors. Oh, so it's like okay. So this is like whenever I'll run it, it will. This is good. Two additions. The scope depending on what you need. Gmail.modify is what I need, so I'll change it to that. Gmail.modify is what I need. Added prompt consent. This forces Google to always return a refresh token. Added prompt consent. This forces Google to always return a refresh token. Without it, Google only sends the refresh token on the very first authorization. Great. Now extract both tokens and access token. This is cool. I think these two things are done as well. So the thing is, don't give me any code now. Just answer my question. The OAuth was meant to be done in such a way that I just get the access token and the refresh token, because once I get that, I want to use this Gmail API to give it to my agent that I'll make after this, and for that it should have the creds tokens. So is there any minimization code, as I just need for that, and also does to the agent, it will able to perform all the Gmail related tasks. The OpenID scope, if you don't care about identifying. All right then. I think I think was total. Yeah. So the OAuth part is done. The OAuth part is also done, even though I don't understand how it's been done, but it is done indeed. Uh, I think I'll need to learn how to do this because it just went beyond my head. There's this Google Auth that I set it up. Mm, Google Auth URL query join k. So this URL for the keys and values. Okay, so all these params with the Google Auth URL is hit to, I think, open that particular box. Then we do something XYZ thing, and then the callback happens, which is stored in the redirect URI. So it's going to get redirected to this particular endpoint. Uh, then Google OAuth callback, async default, Google OAuth callback. This is to hit the HTTP request because we need to hit the token URL again when with all this. What is the code exactly? Token response dot status Code does not exist. Okay, so then we hit this particular URL to get back the token, which is this. Now we're hitting. Why do we need user info though? Why is this needed? Email it from Google after you have the Google access to Google token change, but only gives you back the access to know which user create update into DB. Okay, so we do this as well. Google user info. Then we hit Google user info. Headers, yeah, this happened. Alright. And lastly, we do the DP commit. Okay, so alright. You know what's funny? When I hit this endpoint and when it comes back to this redirect URL, not this redirect URL, but Google was callback. Firstly, I have to write that. Do I need to update? Do I need update these as well? Alright, so this is done. When it now I can use it in authorization as well, right? Because it is giving me a JWT token as well. So if I'm getting a token, it's going to be fine now. Now I can use this for authorization as well. Then why did that day when I was making Nova chart, I had this issue in which it was a little complicated, but that's that. But moreoverly, great, we have done the Google OAuth as well. The last part is app dot post. Do I need to test it? Should I test it? Rather than 8,000, 8,000 get bodies and descent. Send. Yep, it got redirected. What you gonna do? Act fool. It got redirected. Without the parents and stuff, so print. Or it literally, I think this F is used for this particular reason only. This is the URL. Open. Alright, if I do this, I should no email in Google. Huh. Did I miss something? Either because you are input. Okay, this is something new. It's alright. It's alright, we can hit it again. Let's try free Ditya. So basically it's not able to find out Google account. Nobelium has not completed the Google verification. The app is currently being tested and can only be accessed by developer approved tester. If you think you have access, contact the developer. If you are what is the Google verification process? Name of if you're certain that I have the contact the support team or developer. Freaking hell. For developers, navigate to API services over consent screen, add users, test users. But like, I have given access to everyone, I guess. Did I access? Clients. I think it will work now. Deepa se casa, oye, 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 oye. Maria. Advance. Continue, man. It's my personal app. By if you're out, you need to submit a request to have this app verified by Google or some of this. But message sign in successful token. ठीक है. Rather than this, it should redirect to somewhere else. It should hit this, which should further redirect it to the UI. But this is working. Alright. With a broken heart, it's still working. Post. Now the naming. What should be our last endpoint? What should be my last endpoint? Which would be the email agent endpoint, right? So slash email dash agent async by email agent. No, it will not do any of those stuff. Deep agent. Yes. Firstly, Google. From deep agent import create deep agent. From deep agent pip install. What happened? We add. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, it installed everything. Why did it? What the hell? Everything. This is exactly about the matter. UV add deep agent. It's not normal because of dependencies. When you install deep agents, that's fine. Alright. That's that then. can't do anything about it. From deep agents, uh, fucking hell, man. Get weather. Now the tool will be not get weather. So define get weather is such a fun tool. What type of tool does it imagine or like expect? Extend agent with reusable skills that provide specialized workflows, domain knowledge, and custom instructions. Extend agents with reusable skills that provide. Define get email access. Get email access. A function which takes email and expecting a string. Should please calm down. Calm down. First of all, calm down. All right. Okay. With select select con execute text. Select star from user where email. सही है. Users fetch one. Yes, fetch one. It will not work only now. This should be authorized. Well, this is not the case right now. What does this do exactly? What does this do exactly? Give me the next single row from the query result. Result is what you get after executing a query. Okay. User access token. User Google access refresh token. अरे भाई वो बात नहीं करना. Gmail API. Now how will I use it in this? Return. Give access to Gmail. Gmail API plus access token plus refresh token. Now perform the task defined by the user in the front. Agent in a loop. Oh, it is who all have sent me the email related to job in last one day. Do you think this is correct, or is there a better way to do this? To be honest, it should, even though I've completed it, this approach has a few fundamental errors. It too does the wrong thing. Right now, Gmail returns the token as a string to the LLM, but the LLM can't make HTTP because it can only call tools. Is useless. The agent will read the string and have no way to act on it. Each tool should call join using a stored token internally and return actual data back to the agent. So I cannot just give it the API and to figure out a way to use it. AI is going to help me out. I think that completes the entire backend with a lot of, a lot of, a lot of, a lot of, let's see, Alright, that's a lot of code. Search the user's Gmail inbox using a Gmail search query. If not, you need to sign in first. Got the accepted response. HTTP get. Oh, it should be passed in authorization, and then params is like query. What is in the search mails? Hmm. Do I need this though? Can't the agent itself select the means by getting all the names and then that is a much better approach to do it, in my opinion. Your inbox could have thousands of emails, fetching all of them and passing them to the level book as the content. More tokens and cons. Gmail search is already smart. It supports the same filter you would use in Gmail renewal. Agent puzzle constructing the right query. How true is this? Alright, so if it's going to select, then it's good. You need to sign in first, return access token. No. I think it's about 12 o'clock and we have completed the entire backend of like at least the Gmail part. I just need to figure out few things. Adirawa 2016. No password. Why is it? I'll just directly hard code it for now. India Adirawa 2016. Alright. What? What just? What the heck? Alright. Alright. So now I can test this. Email balloon with 16@gmail.com. Alright, time to test it. Alright, server error. API key required for, oh yes, new window. Nova chat. Oh, no. Wait, like I can't do anything now, can I? Oh man, Gemini API key, Google API key. I'll just do a good job for my own self. I'll be, yes, closing my screen while I create this Gemini key. Import project. Okay, for nobelium I want this import. Alrighty. Yeah. Nobelium. Create key. API key. Gemini underscore API key. Blah blah blah. Okay, alright, great. I need to add it over here as well. Gemini API key. This is just, to be honest, this does not even matter, I know for a fact, but still I'm doing it for no apparent reason. But alright. API errors, most text. Uh, where do I, where should I pass the Gemini key? Will it work now or what? Model provided Google API, Gemini API key. This is done. Config.py, Gemini API key is done. Main.py, model tools. Does it not need a key or what? Where does it take key? I want to go this to. My goodness, does this not exist or what? I don't understand this. Model. I should have a parameter of key also. Key. I should have something like this. You got an unexpected argument key. Alright, it does not exist. Inline chain, how to pass API key or creds. how to pass API key in this. Should it be named Google API key? Did I name it wrong? Alright, let's try again. Well, I do have the API key, but still it's giving me the error. I'll just ask GPT once. Why this error? I have API key in we also with the same name. What you actually have here? Settings object line generates directly from OS environment which your env file doesn't automatically populate. Two fixes. The simplest is to add Gemini to your settings class on as OS dot the fix is just one line. Set it on as. Alright, let me try this now. Voila, it's working now. So I just need to set it up as os.environ from import settings. Any specific reason for this? What? I've got so much email. (401) requires add invalid authentication credential expected over 2 access token log. Good. Spitted out something. Voila, send me. Response argument query. Well, I think I'll stop here because at this point it's just cleaning it up a bit. But it's such a funny thing to see this entirely. Uh, let's see. The code is pretty neat right now. It's not that big. Uh, I'll try to learn the OAuth. I'll try, or maybe I'll not. Depends. Used a lot of GPT after getting the DB and getting the sign in done. For OAuth and for the last part, well, the last part also was a little simpler, but like the OAuth was something that I was not able to do at all without GPT, so that's that. But overall, a good experience. I think the backend one part is complete. Just need to integrate it to the front end tomorrow and refine. If I get the time, I'll clean things up in the backend and like at least like in a way that it can be used. Uh, let's see. Surprisingly, it will take a while, but like this is the backend of a very small subset of trelium, which we are making in our nobelium, and let's see how far it goes. So, thank you for joining in, whoever came, whoever saw the video. Thank you for coming. It's been 3 hours 30 minutes, and in the noon, I was trying to learn how to code this project. Like, I was trying to find snippets of it. Now I know a bit about it. I think still I need more time on Python to get a hang over it. But overall, it was fun. Felt good getting stuck over silly things. And I think that's that. Uh, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, see you later, skaters. Enjoy. Bye bye. Tata.